We are what we need to me means that everything we create, express, and continue to support as our own is key in keeping our culture as beautiful and unique as it is.
We should be able to look into ourselves and to one another and to our community for love and support and everything we need, because we are what we need.
We being the African American Black community, have every tool that our ancestors have given us to accomplish anything, as long as we stay in our truth, continue to commune, and continue to challenge and love each other.
Who better to tell our story than us? You know, to see characters that you can relate to. And you don't necessarily have to be from the south side of Chicago. And for those who can't relate, I hope that at least they probably can get a better understanding of what it's like to be a part of our culture.
The phrase "we are what we need," to me, it means to motivate and inspire each other to get up and do something productive, like chase your dreams.
We are what we need. Don't forget who you are.
Yeah, what's going on, fam? It's your man VACAY-J, and yes, I'm back with another video. This is for The Chi, Season 5, Episode 1, and yes, definitely a solid beginning episode to the new season. We've been waiting for quite some time. Finally, it's here. We see Emmett and Kiesha, and we see your boy Trig making a big proposal. We'll see how that goes down. So sit back, relax. Let's definitely break it down. All right, so the name of this episode is Overnight Celebrity, and it reads, Emmett attempts to win Tiff back. Kiesha looks to start a new chapter for her and her son. Kevin takes his passion to a new level. Jake tries out for the basketball team. Papa's announcement at the school pep rally quickly takes a turn for the worse. Jada hits a roadblock in her relationship with Suede. Trig takes a major step while continuing his efforts to protect the community. And Douda and an old face return to visit Tracy. This is the season premiere. So let's go. Here we go. They waste no time to get right into it. We see Kiesha, and she is definitely feeling what's going on. And we see Emmett. What the heck is going on here? Emmett and Kiesha are having a good time. Then we flip over and we see your boy Kev. He's chilling, doing this thing. And then we have Lene. They're there, and they're chilling at probably the beginning of the school. And yeah, we see Dre, and Dre's like, yo, what's going on? Y'all need to get ready for school. Meanwhile, your boy Kev is trying to hold back his vape, hold it in. And she's like, yeah, y'all better get ready. I can't be late and everything else like that. So get it going. So she finally leaves and he blows out the smoke and he starts laughing. They start laughing. And it's like they got a little relationship going on, but it's more like a brother and sister relationship. And then we see your boy Shad, and Shad is cooking now, right? Looks like it's just Shad. Looks like Jake and Trig, and they're eating breakfast and praying over breakfast. Then we see your boy Papa. Papa's pulpit sweatshirt. He's feeling himself. He's happy. Got little braids going on, right? He's ready for the day. And then we see Jada and Suede. And yeah, they just chilling. They finished doing what they're doing. And your boy Suede is watering plants. Then all of a sudden we see your boy Emmett is woken up by Tiff. It was a dream all that time with Kiesha, right? And he looks at Tiff and she has her bags and she's like, yo, listen, I'm leaving. And he's like, where you going? Why you leaving? What are you doing? She's like, listen, I just got to get away for a while. I got to clear my head up. And, you know, Emmett's just like, yo, what is going on? He just woke up out of this crazy dream. And he gets up. He's like, listen, I need you to stay. You know, we can work this out. You know, I want us to be a family. And she is just not convinced. She is just not happy right now. And then she looks down. And, yeah, Emmett is a little bit, like, hard, right? So he looks down, he's like, oh, she said, I hope you was dreaming about me, as she walks out and leaves. So yes, Emmett is definitely upset. Now we see the kids, boy, they're growing up. We see your girl Gemma, we see Jake, we see Kev, we see Lene, and we see Papa. And they're talking about school and everything. And yeah, Jake is really excited because he wants to try out for the team. He's been talking about it all week. And yeah, it looks like Gemma, she has to do something as well. But, you know, she kind of forgot about what's going on. So she's like, listen, I'm going to come. I may be a little late, you know, but I'm going to come to your tryouts. So he's going to try out for the team. Kevin goes to the front. And yeah, your boy Papa takes his chance. He shoots his shot. He's like, hey, listen, you know, I couldn't help but notice and see you, right? So Lene, she comes back and says, hey, close your eyes. Don't see me, right? So she starts laughing. Totally curves your boy. And it is what it is. And yeah, Jake is kind of upset that Jim is not going to be able to be there for his tryouts, right? And your boy Papa, he just got shot down. Oh, well, bro. Now we see Tracy, and Tracy goes to the community center. But these two guys, they are fighting. Yeah, this kid right here is always getting into trouble, right? She sees what's going on, and nobody's stopping the fight, right? So Tracy goes in there. She goes through the people. She's like, stop. Cut that out. And then we see Shad and we see Trig, and they pull this kid off, man. This kid is always into trouble. He's been in trouble for a while now. He's been on almost every season, right? So your boy Shad flips him over, throws him on the ground, and then they take him in the office. And she's like, do you understand we can't have this going on in our community here? That's not why we're here. And of course, your boy Trig is like, you need to give her an apology. Right. And he's just like, yo, he really doesn't care. He really just has an attitude or whatever. And, yeah, Tracy's not feeling what's going on with this kid because she knows what really he's about. So, yeah, Trig is on some like, listen, you're going to come and you're going to help out tomorrow morning. You're going to help here at the community center and everything else like that. And he's like, yeah, well, she doesn't want him there. Tracy does not want this kid there. And your boy, Shad is like, yo, you're going to be here, man. You're going to be here. I'm going to have to come and get you. Right, so the kids leave, they get him out of there, and Tracy is like, listen, do you know that you just invited like a killer to come down to be in our community? He's like, what has he done? Shad is like, yeah, he can't be a killer. And Tracy says, yeah, he's the one that shot Ronnie. He's like, how do you know? She said, yeah, I looked up for a second and I saw it was him. And Shad is like, man, I didn't know he had it in him. So they're like, yeah, he's going to come. And she's like, nah, she's not with it. She doesn't want him there. She doesn't want him to do something else to take anybody out, right? So now we see Tiff and the son, and they go to Mama's house. This is her mama. This is the first time I think we're seeing her mom here, right? But the mom thinks that she's going to stay for a couple of days, but she has all her bags and her son's bag. And she's just going in on Tiff like, yeah, what's going on with your husband? You need to work things out with your husband. I like my privacy here, and you coming up in here. And then, the son is like, I love you, Grandma. She's like, I love you too. Come on. And she goes to her room. She sees the B2K post on the wall. And it looks like, yeah, she left the room the same way that she left it, right? With all that kid stuff on the wall. Now she's like, hey, bring the remote downstairs. She's like, Ma, it's already down there. So she's already getting on her nerves. Now we see back at the house, we see Nina, and she cooking up some pancakes. And yes, we see Dre. And yeah, they look like they're in a good place, right? They wasn't in a good place last season, but now they look like they're in a good place. And we see Kiesha coming on in, and Keisha's ready to get up out of the house, right? She's like, listen, I'm tired of being here. So, Nina's on some like, well, you could leave if you want. And she's like, that's what I want to do, but, it don't have to be like that. And Dre is on some like encouraging her to, stay on the campus, stay on the dorm. It's safer on the dorm campus than it is in like the streets. So, that's going to work out the way it is. Now we see Emmett. He's like, listen, man, I'm going to have to get you some AirPods. He's like, nah, I don't want that. So now we see your boy Darnell, and Emmett is down. Why? Because, yes, again, Tiff left him. So your boy Darnell is on some like, listen, man, just take a drink, man. We just going to chill out. But Emmett doesn't want to do it because he gets emotional when he drinks. And yeah, it's definitely that Henny, boy. You see that? He got that Henny face, right? So now we shoot all across town and we see your boy Trig and Shad. And yeah, Trig is picking out a ring. That's right. He's picking out an engagement ring because he is going to propose to Imani. Wow. So, your boy Shad is on some like, what, I'm proud of you, man. You doing your thing. You stepping up and, he's writing his name down. And we come to find out that Trig's real name is Victor, right? And Trig is on some like, listen, I've been on the street so long. They've been calling me Trig so long that I forgot my name sometimes, right? So he's saying how proud he is and how, he's taking a step, moving forward, growing up and the whole nine. So now we see your boy Emmett is twisted off that Henny, kissing the picture of him and Tiff. He really misses Tiff. And then he asks his dad, Darnell, he's like, Pops, you ever think about, somebody else, like you with somebody else? He's like, yeah, I was with Dom, doing it and hitting it from the back. And Emmett's like, man, I don't want to hear none of that. He's like, yeah, I couldn't bust. So, what I had to do, I had to think about your mama. And Emmett's like, man, come on, I don't want to hear this, man. He's like, yeah, I thought about your mama and I let one off. So, yeah, we know he was in P Valley too, let one off too. But yeah, Emmett don't want to hear none of that stuff, right? So Emmett, while he's drunk, he's like, yo, I got to do something. So he gets out the door and he's saying how, Don wants him to listen to other stuff. But he's like, listen, all I want to hear is Earth, Wind, and Fire. So he tells Alexa, play Earth, Wind, and Fire. Then he starts dancing to Earth, Wind, and Fire, eating his Doritos. Darnell is hilarious, man. Like this is definitely his role. This is the right role for him. So now we see Emmett and he rolls over to Tiff's mom's house. He gets a little sick and then, he just hurls right into the snow. The son comes out. He's like, Daddy. He's like, hey, little man. And then he's like, ew, because he sees him throwing up on the snow. And the mama's like, what are you doing? Tiff comes out. She's like, boy, get in here, man. So he comes in with the pitcher. He's all twisted, right? It's like not a good look. So she's like, what were you thinking, man? What were you thinking? She's like, I didn't want to drink. My dad wanted me to drink. She's like, yeah, you get emotional when you drink. And he's like, see, we know each other. We know each other. We meant to be together. He's like, I want you to come back home. Come on back home. Let's be a family. And she's like, listen, I'm not happy. And honestly, it's just not working out. And she basically says she wants to divorce Emmett. And of course, Emmett, he is definitely not feeling that at all. I mean, Tiff, she's done. She's done being married to him. She's done chase. She's like, I chased after you all this time. And now that I have you, you mess around with Dom and all this and that. She's like, I'm done. So now we see your boy Suede. He's watering plants. And she's like, yeah, you taking care of that plants? And he's like, hey, how about we move in? And she's like, well, I don't know. I didn't want to mess things up. I didn't want to rock the boat. I like where we are right now. Jada likes where they are. But he wants to move in. He wants to take it a step further. He's like, all right, well, we'll talk about it. She's like, can I think about it, right? So it's all good. They kiss. She's like, yeah, I'm going to take a shower. Turn around. He was supposed to fix the shower head, but he didn't fix it. And she's like, you supposed to fix it? He's like, yeah, well, I don't live here, right? You know what I'm saying? I'll get to it when I can. So she ain't feeling that because he said he's going to do something, but he didn't do it. But he's taking care of those plants. Now we got Kiesha and Tiff, and they're talking. And, she told Kiesha that she broke up. She's trying to get a divorce from Emmett and all of that. Meanwhile, she's texting Christian. Keisha's texting Christian. That's a little boyfriend. And Tiff is texting Rob, right? So they like, who you text? Like, none of your business, da-da-da-da-da. And yeah, it sounds like Keisha's about to break up with Christian. That good guy, she's about to break up with him. She just wants to focus on herself, focus on school, and focus on the baby. So she's like, you know what, girl? Let's make it happen. You need to join the single life. Let's go, right? So now we're at the tryouts, right? Basketball tryouts, and we see your boy Jake. He's trying to make layups, trying to do all this and that, right? It's not looking too good. It's not looking like he really knows how to play ball. But, the fam is there. But look at their faces. Like, ooh, man. So Jake tries to go up, gets his shot blocked, falls on the ground. And the guy walks over him. It's like, what the heck is going on? They like, ooh, dang. It's not looking good for Jake at all. Jake is trash when it comes down to playing basketball. Gemma finally shows up, and yeah, she sees exactly where the coach is like, nah, man, you can't play on this team. He gets cut from the trials on the spot. He walks away. Gemma goes after him, and he's like, man, yeah, what? I don't want to talk right now. And she's just like trying to, console him and trying to make him feel good. And, he doesn't know how to react. He's like, I just want to be good at something. I just want to be good at something. So she's like, listen, it's not the end of the world. It's going to be all right. She's just trying to be there for him. Tries to give him, whatever that is, little candies, whatever. He's like, I don't want that. And then he walks off. So she's just like, man, you being a jerk. He's being a jerk because he's upset that he got cut from the team. Now we shoot back to Emmett's spot, and this boy is singing, I wish I never met her. And he's singing like Tiff belongs to him. And there goes Trig, like just listening and laughing, like, yo, you good, son? You good? He's like, oh, yeah, nah, I was just singing, just getting stuff together, da, da, da. And Emmett is mad shocked, like he didn't expect him to be there. He's like, you all right? You sure you all right? Right? He's like, nah, I'm good. And then he turns around, he's like, yeah, Tiff basically broke it off with me. He's like, she left me. He's like, you need a hug, man? So he gives him a hug. He's like, you gonna be all right, bro. You gonna be all right, man. He said, yo, so we still good, right? Still good with using your shop, you using your place, for this proposal that I'm gonna make to the mine. He's like, yeah, we still good, man. Just had a lot on my mind. And then he walks out, he's like, yeah, man, I love black love. It's a battlefield, man. I hope y'all stay together, right? And boom, we hear a crash, a glass. And come to find out, yeah, somebody took a brick and threw it through the window of your boy Trig's car. He is pissed and ran after the kid. Come to find out, it's this troublemaking kid, Bakari again. This kid, man, he's the same kid that fought Jake, and then Jake got into it with the police last season, right? So he starts to beat up Bakari, right? He's like, oh, you crazy, man? You want me to kill you, right? And yeah, Trig is extremely mad. And it looks like Bakari just lets him beat him up. He's not even fighting back. He got a bloody mouth and everything else like that. He's just looking at him like, just looking at him crazy. So he gets mad and he screams and he lets him go. Turn around. Yeah, somebody was recording him. They set up your boy Trig, man. They set him up. He's supposed to be this leader and everything. And turn around, yeah, he beats up this kid. So he is pissed off about that. And then he walks away, man. So now we see the boys are back. We see Papa. We see Jake, and we see Kev, and they're playing games, and your boy Papa starts to go in on Jake. He's like, yo, you didn't even practice, man? Like, did you know that you, trash on the ball court? And Jake is like, yo, man, I don't want to hear none of this, man. He's like, yo, you think just because you black and you from Chicago, man, you just going to make the team like that? And Jake is like, yo, man, if you don't shut up, seriously, I ain't trying to hear none of that. So, Kevin's like, yo, can both of y'all shut up? I'm just trying to play this game right here. I'm trying to chill. And that's that. Looks like they're going to get into it. So now we got Kiesha, boy. Kiesha, she ain't even calling Christian, man. It's a good kid. And she just leaves a voicemail. So I'm like, yeah, I want you to hear my voice. It's been fun. It's been real. But I'm going to focus on me and my son in school. And I hope you understand, right? It's like, she broke up with him like that. So now we got your girl Tiff, and she's messaging Rob, comes into Mama's house, and Mama's sitting there, surprises her. She's like, yeah, come on, Ma, dang. And her mother's getting on her like, yeah, you shouldn't be coming in here late. Meanwhile, Rob is on FaceTime with Tiff. He's like, yo, if you ain't feeling being there, you might as well come over here. She's like, well, I got my son. He's like, so what? Bring him too. So, yeah, it looks like Tiff, Rob, and the kid is about to stay at Rob's house, and she is definitely feeling that. She's definitely feeling that. So now we got Suede, and we got Jada. He's like, hey, I'm sorry. I kind of got on you. I was a little pushy. And she was like, yeah, it's all good. And she's like, listen, I don't want to move too fast. It seems like everything is all good, but she's like, pretty much you're good for watering plants and fixing up a couple of things. And he kind of takes offense to that, because he really wants to be there because he loves her and he really wants to be into being with her, but she's just not there and ready for him yet. So now your boy Shy wakes up Trig like, yo, you need to see this, man. They recorded you, man. You online. They trashing you all over the internet, man. We got to go get this kid. They set you up, and this is not good. He's like, listen, I know that kid because I used to be like that kid. Let's go after him. We're going to take care of him, and that's that. Meanwhile, Gemma is in her house. She's all depressed. She's upset. Her father comes through and looks like he made it out of the hospital, but he got a little cane. He's limping. He's like, baby girl, what's wrong? What's wrong? She's like, yeah, Jake, was acting like a jerk. And he's like, listen, maybe you should take some space and give him some space. And if he really comes back, then he definitely should be with you as a friend. But you need to let him know that basically he needs to miss you. He needs to really miss you. So she's thinking about that, and she's probably going to take some space from Jake. Now we're at the pep rally. The whole school is there. Kev is there, Jake is there, looking all sour, whatever. And then Papa gets on the mic and he's about to announce the new varsity team, right? He's hype, everybody's hype. But this guy, Papa, man, he turns around and starts to say, yeah, we need to take a moment of silence for my boy Jake. And he really was trying to get at your boy Jake. And people were like, yo, what are you talking about? Jake is right here. He's like, nah, he's still here. It's just that his basketball career died at that tryouts. I'm like, what? Your boy Papa is going after Jake, right? He's like, yeah, his career died. He won't be playing for the team. So, of course, Jake is like, yo, F you, man. Like, that's messed up. Like, why you coming at me? You supposed to be my boy. He's like, yeah, you shouldn't be using that language, da-da-da-da. And then your boy goes in. And Papa's on some like, yeah, well, that's what happens when you don't have a father in your house. And like, why is Papa coming after Jake like that, right? People are shocked that Papa's saying that. He's like, yeah, you know, I think we'll all be better if we have a two-parent household or if we have a good family. And Lene's like, yo, is he throwing shade? Like, what is going on? So everybody looking at, you know, Papa like, yo, what's wrong with Papa? So then the whole class is throwing trash at him, throwing stuff at him, like booing him. He's like, wait. The principal comes over, takes the mic, like, get out of here, boy. Like, what are you doing? Get out of here. I don't know. We don't know what's wrong with Papa, man. But, of course, you know, your boy Jake is smiling because he's like, yeah, it's good for him that he got booed because he's talking trash. So now we see Trig and Shot. And they find Bakari, man, this kid out there, you know, he puffing and all of that, looking online. So they roll over to him. And, you know, Trigger's like, yo, you set me up for what? Like, yo, what's wrong with you, man? He's like, yo, I don't care. He's like, yo, listen, man, you better come down to the center. We ain't playing with you and all this and that. But Bakari, he don't care about nothing. And your boy Shot is like, yo, man, I used to be you, man, you know. And then Trigger's like, listen, I've taken a life before. And all that smoking ain't going to take it away. So you better come down to the center. We're going to see you down tomorrow morning. And Shad is like, listen, if you don't come, I'm going to come see you. You don't want that. I'm going to come find you. And your boy Bakar, you know, he's dealing with everything, man. You know, he shot Ronnie and all of that. So we're going to see what happens with him. Now here goes your boy Darnell, one of my favorite characters. Come to find out he came over there. You know, looks like Jada called him to fix that shower head so she could take a shower. So he's like, yeah, you know, I changed the pressure. So, you know, if you need to, you know, get off on some water, you can get off in like 10-something seconds, right? So he's like, that's it. She's like, is that all you could take care of, right? Looking at him. And then they get into it, boy. They start kissing. I was like, what? Your boy Darnell and Jada, you know, they was kissing last season. But, yeah, she's like kissing on him in the whole nine for fixing it. But she's like, no, let's stop. You know, we're both seeing somebody. And your boy Darnell is on some like, yo, listen, I'll call Dom right now, break it off. And she's like, nah, you don't need to do all that. He's just like, yo, man, I feel like you was just the one that got away. So she's looking at him and all of that. And she's like, nah, you got to go. You got to go, you know. He's like, oh, you going to get me all hot and bothered and then make me leave? She's like, yeah. So, yeah, we're going to see what happens with that as this season progresses. So now we at this game spot where they playing games. And we see Kev and Lene. And Kev was like, listen, I want to play that game. So he gets on the game. He starts playing. It's, you know, it's a shooter game, right? So these kids are like, yeah, you know, take him out. And Kev, you know, he's doing this thing. And then he starts to flash back when he was young and he shot Ronnie. Remember, a long time ago, he shot Ronnie. So they playing this, you know, shooter game or whatever. And then your boy Kev takes one guy out. And then he goes ahead and he's focused, boy. He's focused. He's playing that game and he takes the other guy out. He's like, yo, I'm done. You know, drops the controller, and he seems pretty good at this, right? So now we shoot over to Emmett's spot, and yeah, your boy Trig is ready, got the suit. You know, he's ready to make that proposal to Imani, and yeah, your boy Emmett is making sure that he is ready and prepped to go. Then we shoot back to Kiesha, and Kiesha actually got a response back from Christian. And Christian is basically saying how, you know, it's been fun as well, and as she is reading his message, you know, she's reminiscent of how much of a great time they had and how Christian was just a good guy. And that's what he's saying. He said, you know, I'm a good guy and, I hope you meet a good guy as well. I hope the next good guy is going to be good to you as well. And I hope you're ready for him. And basically, he's just like, I respect you and I respect your wishes. And I'll be there if you need me, So they kind of go back and show how they had a really good, nice romantic relationship, But she just needed him for that particular time. And now it's time for her to move on and focus on herself and her son and everything else like that. So, he's a good dude and he's just wishing her well. And he said he's going to be there. Meanwhile, here it goes. Welcome to the house of Rob and Tiffany and the boy are now at Rob's house. And she's like, listen, I'm only going to be here for a few days. And he's like, listen, take as long as you want. You can be here as long as you want. He's like, right, little man? And little man gives him a pound. I just feel sorry for their son because, who knows? He's going from house to house and everything. But she's looking at him like, okay. He's definitely seems to be a good guy, letting him stay there with her son and everything. And yeah, Rob really likes her. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, we are back at Emmett's spot. And yeah, they're prepping, putting up decorations. Shy don't know what he's doing, asking Jake for help. And yeah, your boy Emmett is helping Trig get ready for this big proposal that's about to go down. He's looking good. He's ready. And then we see, a young lady walk in and we thinking that it's Amani, right? So he's standing there. He gets on his knee. He opens up the box. He's smiling. He's ready to propose. And he's looking for Imani. Like, okay, where is she? Like, that's not Imani. And it's Imani's friend. And she's like, yeah, I wanted to come here. She sent me here to let you know that she's not coming back. She needs time to think. She saw that video of you beating up that kid online. So now she's really just trying to, take some time. And she's like, I'm sorry, Trig. She's not coming back anytime soon. So, of course, Trig, he's like, man, she couldn't tell me in person. It's like, nah. And then, of course, Shy tries to come to the rescue. Like, hey, man, it's a celebration. It's still a celebration. Get the music going, DJing. And everybody's just looking awkward. Like, dang, we did all of this. And she ain't even show up. But Shy is just trying to lighten the mood. He's trying to, get it going. But it's not looking good for your boy Trig, man. That video messed him up in many different ways. And it's going to mess him up even more down the line. So now we see. We're at Tracy's house. She's watching. Looks like she's watching Waiting to Exhale. Something like that, yeah. And then there's a knock at the door. Who is it? She's like, what the heck are you doing here, right? Who is it? It's your boy Quentin, man. We haven't seen Quentin in a long time. He's like, I'm back to handle some business, right? So she's looking at him. And then guess who rolls up? Your boy Douda rolls up. And she's like, what are you doing here? Right? What are you doing here, Douda? Thought you left town. He's like, I came back for you. Wow. Okay, Douda, I see you. So, yeah, it's time to handle some business. And, yeah, your boy Douda is back for his girl, Tracy. So now we got Quentin and Douda back in town at the same time handling some business. What do you believe is going to go down in the next episode of season 5 of The Chi? Absolutely. This again was a solid beginning episode to the new season. Absolutely a lot going on just in this first episode. Let me know. Drop your thoughts and your theories as to what's going to go down in the next episode and in the season. Douda's here. What is Douda going to do, right? Douda ended on a bad note. They got him out of town, but now he's back. And Quentin is back as well. What is that about? Definitely drop your comments below. Listen, fam, I appreciate you all for watching. Listen, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And do me another favor. Hit that like button, fam. I appreciate you all for watching. And if you thought this video was crazy, definitely check out the next one. Salute.